let's do something fun. We got to do it anyway, so let's make it a little different. Instead of just making that straight across shelf like we've been making, seems that those shelves in the back have become very popular. I don't think I've built one without one in a year, and everybody likes those. I like them. They're not that hard to build. So I wanted to do something a little different. Remember this? That's out of the King. I saved that. I really like this. I'm gonna set it off to the side here. There it goes. So I wanted to do something similar to that on this very rare 1953 La Cabana first year. I made this, I don't know, it's about 10 inches wide. And it's got this is the shell. And you can see it's got that angle right there. Because when it sits in there, the roof curves up. So the top has to be smaller than the bottom. That's how we know to make that angle like this. So this part here, the flat part, is the part that will be facing inside the camper, not out towards the window. And I know I probably haven't caught you up on, a few videos ago. We had that really bad storm, came through here and really did a lot of damage to our place. Some of the stuff here. And of course we had to call the insurance. And it took a couple weeks for them to get out because it was a very big storm and covered a lot of ground. And guy calls me up. He says, "Hey, my name's Dave." Let's call him Dave because that's his name. It's Dave. And Dave says, "Hey, coming out to your place. We'll make sure you're going to be there today." I said, "Yeah, I'll be here." And he said, "Tell me a little bit about your damage." So I told him about the stuff I toured you through a few videos ago. He said, "Well, anything else?" I said, "Well, I've got some vintage campers out here, and one of them really sustained some damage. I don't know if that's covered or not." He goes, "Vintage campers?" I said, "Yeah, for fun, it's my thing to do. I rebuild them." He goes, "Really? Well, let's talk when I get there." And I'm like, "Is that your thing too?" We're really not a whole bunch of us out there. On YouTube, we're a niche market. And Dave says, "Well, yeah. I live in Oregon, and I've got a 1967 Aladdin. Having a couple problems with it. It was left to me, I think he said, by his grandpa. I should have remembered that. Super nice guy. And he said, I got a 1967 Aladdin. It was handed down in the family somehow. Has some sentimental value. And he got stuck in a spot. Didn't know where to look. Anyways, I'll get back to that. So I traced that out here. And I took the jigsaw and cut out everything that doesn't look like it did in the King. So now look at that. Whoop, upside down. Look at that. I like that. I like that a lot. So Dave comes out and he goes through and everything, and I tour him around World Headquarters. Very complimentary about our work. Didn't know about Rob the Rebuilder on YouTube, and he had some questions. And unfortunately for me, the front of that 70 Shasta that we bought, it sustained a lot of damage on the front, so you could see in it. And that's where he was having problems with his camper. I said, "Well, if you look at this, this, and this, it's probably where you're at, blah, 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 blah." And he's like, "Hey, okay, I like that. That looks good. Huh? That's pretty cool." So I'm gonna make sure I got the front and the back on this deal right here. One side is the front, one side is the back. There we go. I think this is it. There we go. So it's gonna come in here to me, yeah, like that. So anyway, we gotta get some glue just right here on the edge. Just right on the edge. And then we're gonna tack it in. Just a very small bit of glue right here. So anyway, got to know Dave. Like I said, what a nice guy. You know, I've been up to Oregon before, and real nice area up there, as long as you stay away from the areas that aren't really nice up there. But a lot of good nature and things like that. But as we're going through, I said, hey, check out this Aloha. First year, vintage, rare. And he goes, oh yeah, Aloha, Oregon. That's where that's built. That's right by my house. What the heck? He goes, it's Shasta. That's named after Mount Shasta, right up the road from me. I climbed it. I'm like, Dave, what are we, brothers? What's going on, man? Real nice guy. You know, it's just such a small world. Such a small world. So anyway, he went back, you know, he's from Oregon, but he had to come out to our area, which you know is quite a ways from Oregon. And he went back and did his work. And he said he watched the channel, watched the videos while he was doing his work, and has some very complimentary things to say about it. And it's good to hear that because he'd never seen it before. He didn't know who I was. So it was kind of some honest critique. So, Dave, if you're watching, I appreciate that. I do. And thanks for watching. And thanks for coming out. Dave was a nice guy. You know, it was a very tumultuous time here. Very, very calm, very kind man. But anyway, we got to get back to building this shelf. So I'm going to put this glue. I might just give it a little smear right here, just so we don't make too much of a mess. We don't need a lot of glue on this deal. So let's see if we can hit this in right there. Give it a good tack. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. We slip down here on this end right here. You know, I've got a theory that for the most part, camper people are good people. You know? And especially vintage camper people. You know? I really like those people. Some of those people are good friends of mine. And I feel like every now and then, things like that happen, and I end up making a new friend. You know, new friends with campers are never a bad idea. So you get the idea on that. We put a couple more in down there, but so we're gonna amber shellac this deal right here. Look at that. I really, oh, let me back up. There we go. I really like that. And I think that's gonna really shine right above the bed out here in this Cabana. So, I appreciate you stopping by. I wanted to bring you up to date. We're okay. We're still okay. The insurance, we got a good insurance. And again, one of my friends, who I got my insurance through. So it turned out really well. We've still got a lot to do to make everyone whole here, but we're working on it. You know, we kind of come together and get working on it together, and that kind of bonds a family. So everything's good here. Don't cry any tears for me. I'm still in here making campers, so my life's good. And I'll be back in a couple of days with something probably a whole lot more interesting than building a shelf, but you might want this shelf sometime. And it's a good shelf. And I kept the pattern. See you later.